And we are live with another broadcast here on the Roofing on the Rise studios. But today, we are not in the Roofing on the Rise studios. We are at JM Barbecue here in Houston, Texas.
You're right.
Right? Like,
JM Barbecue, baby.
I love this spot. Got some wings here. Got Washington Ho from the House of Ho.
And we got a couple hoes here, baby.
So, we are sponsored by Roofing Supply Incorporated in the Houston marketplace, where you can get your shingles from me. Telephone number is 210-919-8987. Again, 210-919-8987. We are also sponsored by West Group Public Adjusters, where you can get a hand claim tailored experience with insurance claims. Just give us a call. Telephone number 210-919-8987. And today we have an awesome experience because this is a soft launch of a brand new product. Tell me about this.
Well, I'm Washington Ho. I quit drinking 4 years ago, but I still like to have fun. Still want to hang out with my friends on the weekends. And, I always need something in my hand, but something that's going to make me have a good time. And, non alcoholic beer wasn't doing it for me. Sugar filled mocktails weren't doing it for me. And I missed having that can in my hand that still allowed me to be Washington Ho 1.0, but without the hangovers. So I started experimenting with THC seltzers, and I really didn't like the flavors of any cans out there. And I just thought, hey, I really want to share this with my friends, but I want to make sure it tastes good. It's low calories, and it's been a very big passion of mine. I love sharing fun. I love sharing health. And it's been a really fun journey.
It's absolutely inspiring. But what I find is absolutely incredible is the fact that you're using this as like a marketing campaign for you, right? Like, so you've got House of Ho,
Right.
and so you're using now HoBuzz,
Right.
right? Kind of like what's his name used with Prime,
Yeah,
right?
Logan,
Logan,
Logan and Jake Paul,
yeah,
right? As I'm not that big of a celebrity, but when you are and you have a platform, you know, for me, what I learned through other celebrity success stories is that you have to sell the true story, the authentic story. And so for me, being sober is very difficult. I grew up in a Vietnamese culture where we celebrate our wins and we celebrate big. And when we're, you know, in the American culture, it's like, hey, when things aren't going good, you drink.
yeah,
So guess what? Washington Ho's always drinking because
yeah,
it's always up and down,
yeah.
and I needed something that gave me uh, a calmer energy, right? But I didn't want the after effects. I don't want the bad decisions, but I still want to be with my friends, right? I'm a man and I want to be able to own my truth as a fun, excited, sober living entrepreneur. And so this is my new product. I hope to launch it on season 3 of House of Ho. And sharing se- it's I always tell people it's a lot easier to sell something that's you're passionate about and something fun and healthy, and someone's going to walk away better for themselves. And that's why I came up with this.
So you're an investor too, right?
Yeah, I invest in people's dreams is what I say. Fortunately enough, I have been hanging around my dad all my life and got to go to different meetings, and I see what makes different companies successful, and I get to hear people's dreams. And if I really like their passion, if I really think they're willing to put the work in, and I think I can add some value through my relationships or resources, I'll invest my time. I'll invest maybe a little bit of money, but it's good deals are hard to find.
Mm.
So I'm
S-
betting on myself on this one.
Yeah. So I just like, we were talking. I met you a couple of days ago. It was really awesome through your, your aunt, right?
Right.
Aunt
And
Tina.
Tina.
Aunt Tina is,
And I want to remind people too is that this soft launch for HoBuzz happy hours, right? Every Wednesday with Aunt Tina from House of Ho from 5 to 8 p.m. at JM Barbecue.
You heard it here, right? Uh, so we were talking about
Let,
business. We were talking about life, bro.
let's not talk about business today. Let's talk about them hoes.
But
Let's talk about something fun,
all right.
right?
Well, so business is a lot about what you do, right?
Right, right.
So, but you mix fun and business together.
Fun and hoes, baby.
That a lot.
No, it's very. I mean, if you never had fun with a bunch of hoes,
Never.
right? That's what it apply everything. How of HoBuzz, the Pursuit of Holiness movie I'm producing. It's gonna be beautiful.
So, what about the chocolate?
The chocolate. Yeah, we're making some chocolates out here with my boy. Come over here, Ansel. He's my business partner, man. My chocolate maker right here. My rainmaker, Mr. Ansel from Stratus 9. We are selling HoBuzz at his store in the post HTX building, and we're gonna start making some chocolates and gummies, right?
Yeah, for sure. Let's make it happen.
Tell me about yourself.
So myself,
Yeah.
I'm trying to let me share a seat with you.
This
really
is
quick.
raw and unfiltered, guys.
About myself. Are you gonna ask me a question?
No.
Ask me-
Tell all our viewers.
So,
how-
like
how
the
do you make
chocolate,
money.
right? So, what is it going to be like? Hobars? Come on, man.
It could be a whole bar.
There's gonna be a whole
Damn, bro.
bar and there's gonna be a whole chop.
Oh,
Okay.
I could
I
vibe
like the
that,
play
man.
on words, like the name. Hey, he's the marketing genius. I'm just the guy that just tries to make it happen with all the crazy ideas.
He's a Chinese guy that makes sure that our expenses are super low.
The Chinese way, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, I was blown away at the packaging.
Yeah.
That was insane.
0.008 cents a box.
Yeah.
I mean, that's low. Like
We're
that.
trying,
That
we're trying
keeps
to
low
keep the
overhead, bro.
operational expenses and
But that's without
little hidden.
print, right?
Yeah, without print, without the chocolate, without the magical formulation that makes
Hey.
it a good chocolate bar.
Hey, and tell them how you started, man.
Oh my god!
Dude, this guy was literally
Don't do it. Are you?
You know what?
Let's go. Just go ahead.
Just say whatever you want, man. Say whatever you want.
this guy
Say whatever you
truly
want.
started from nothing, man.
Yeah, I mean,
How long ago?
it was 2017, beginning of 2017.
Y'all been known each other for a while.
Yeah, so I mean, like when your back's against the wall, I mean, you tend to have to hustle a little harder than most, and you have to get resourceful. Like without it, like the question is like, if I can get the bills paid today, you have to make it happen. There's no room for failure, and you have to get things done regardless. A lot of people don't understand that. So
One of the things I really like about him is he has a rule is that he doesn't eat until he makes $1.
Okay.
Like, right?
Have you ate today?
No.
I haven't eaten.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at this right now. I'm not even
Bro,
hungry, dude.
we've been watching this for like. We were supposed to air at 11 o'clock. My bad, guys.
What I'd like to train my guy right here is that you eat what you kill, and if you don't kill nothing for the day, you
Exactly. You
don't eat.
don't eat. This is caveman days. This is the warrior mentality 101.
All right, good.
That's how you do it, bro.
Nice to meet you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
dude.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Hey, what a show.
All right, man.
So, all right. So we got the HoBuzz.
HoBuzz.
All right, and this is hibiscus, the Patriot. Give me Liberty or give me Delta 8. Okay, that is the branding on this is absolutely retarded. It's fucking great. Texas sober.
Texas sober, baby. If you
So
no alcohol, no smoking, just drinking the seltzers.
and everybody remembers their first.
Everyone remembers their first.
So
Yeah, we unfortunately we don't have the Washington. We're going hard on the blue ones today, and this is in honor of my business partner Tony Busby. Congratulations, he got to a runoff, and hopefully you guys go out and vote December 9th.
yes,
December 9th, District G for City Council. My business partner Tony Busby, he is the buzz in the HoBuzz, and I am the ho.
that's god dang, bro.
Hey, because you know why?
What?
This is not wholesale. This is called wholesale.
Wholesale,
Wholesale.
not wholesale.
Come get you some, baby.
All right. So okay, now
Ooh. Hey,
tell me
hey, you what?
tell me a little bit about like growing up.
Growing up, I got one older sister, Judy Ho, and a younger brother, Reagan Ho, and we grew up. My parents, they came from Vietnam in from 1975. They came to America, and they, always had, dreams. And, my dad came from a family that was super successful in Vietnam. But when they lost, the Vietnam War and moved to America, things changed. He still wanted that same lifestyle, but he was in a different country. So he had to figure out how to make it. And, it's all about the American dream. They came over here. We were born in the 80s, saw my parents work night and day, every day. My dad started off pumping gas. My mom was, she worked at Circle K, and they learned the business. And, when,
Worked at, didn't own, worked at.
yeah, they worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't
9
even,
to 5.
they barely, spoke English when they came here,
Right.
But, when you're in a great country like America, you can make anything happen at any time. And that's kind of the inspiration of HoBuzz as well. For me to watch my dad come from nothing and build into a success story. My business partner, Tony Busby, his mom was a, bus driver. His dad worked in the factory, and came from a small town in Atlanta, Texas, came to Houston, worked hard, served in the Marines, and now he's one of the most successful trial attorneys out there. And so, I hang around a lot of successful people, and I want to make this business a success. And it's true to my story, and I'm really, really proud of it.
Man, I feel like the way in which that you go about, and I don't know you that well, but from what I've known you so far, you have a passion about everything that you do, and you love to socialize. Like, there's something about it's got to be your family. You guys love to just be a part of something bigger.
Right. I mean, when you're born and your name's Washington, you have every day,
That's a lot.
yeah, that name just stuck with me, right? The president, it's the guy, it's the first guy, and you have to be a leader. And so for my family, we've been so blessed in America that we want to give back, and we want to inspire other Vietnamese that
Yeah.
think they can't make it, right? The story of me creating the reality show and going to Hollywood is to open up more doors for minorities that want to work in Hollywood. There's times when I wanted to give up on my sobriety, but then I hear someone I look up to like Robert Downey Jr. talk about his journey, and then I don't want to give up, right?
Right.
And so for me and my family, because we're so blessed, we try to do the little things that we can bless other people with, and we believe our story is really powerful, and we're blessed to work with HBO and producers at Lionsgate.
How did that happen? Like, was that your idea?
I mean, it was just manifested itself. I grew up going to movie theaters a lot every Friday with my dad. He would take our family, and we would go to these outside movie theaters and watch them on the billboards.
Yeah.
Our family didn't have money back in the day. We just did what we could. And every time I watched that movie, I was so excited. And I told my dad, hey, I want to do something like that. And he's like, well, you don't want to be the actor. You want to be the guy at the last, the guy that's the executive producer. If we were watching Jaws, it was Steven Spielberg, right? And so
Right.
I always wanted to be that. And I tried out for some plays, didn't make it to the stage, but I still had a dream and applied to USC Film School, didn't get in. But 20 years later, I had a son, and my son was like talking at 2 years old, and he was like wanting a YouTube channel. And as a father, I had to learn how the process was done. And so, because of that, I was like, okay, why don't I try to create a reality show? And so I met some of the right people. It was the right timing. And we've done 2 seasons, and, we're really proud of it. It's just something no Vietnamese family's done. And it's a story of the American dream. You want something done in America, you could do it. You just got to put in the work.
Man, I'm just gonna say I don't watch that show, bro.
You don't need to.
No, I don't.
I don't want you to.
I don't want to watch the show either. I watched half of it. Like listen. So I came home. My wife was watching the first episode.
Right.
I don't know. It was like 6 months ago or whatever. And I just met Aunt Tina. Oh, all right. Let me do that.
Cheers. Right. I'm thirsty. Okay, tell me about
HoBuzz,
it.
ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers. No aftertaste. That's good.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, so my wife was watching. I come home and I sat down, bro, for like 4 or 5 minutes. And it's like the introduction, Judy, all that good stuff. And I'm just like, turn this shit off, bro. It's so it's a reality TV show. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just every time and Tina's like, well, did you watch that? No.
No,
I didn't. If you want me
I
to
tell
know,
people, I'm like,
just
don't
let me
watch
know.
it.
Yeah, I mean it's different, you know. It's a reality TV show, so it's meant to get that nitty gritty, the drama that hoe shit.
Yeah, it's it's a process, right? They don't follow us 24 hours a day. I mean, there's scene work, and I mean, it's reality TV.
What about Vault Street Energy?
Old Street Energy Advisors, I started that 10 years ago. It's a commercial and industrial retail energy brokerage. So, you send us your bills, we analyze your bills, and we try to get you better rates, and better rates equal better savings. Better savings equals more money in your pocket to buy HoBuzz.
HoBuzz.
Got to wrap it all together, baby.
God, dude, that
Hey, every month if I waive your meter fees, that's $8.99. That's one can of HoBuzz you can buy for your family.
the marketing technique, bro, that you got just off the cuff. I like it.
Yeah.
That's good.
And when you want to sell your home, I do that too.
Okay, so you're in real estate.
I'm in real estate, born and raised. My parents, they started owning and buying and selling grocery stores and real estate, residential apartments, office buildings. And, my degree at SMU is in real estate and finance. And that's our bread and butter. I'm never going to get away from it. But I still like to do some fun businesses because at the end of the day, I want to step out of my father's shadows and do my own thing. Because if I do my own thing, guess what?
That's your thing.
Nah.
That's the whole thing. All right. All right, bro. I like that. That's good. That's the whole thing.
It's called the hoe enchilada.
There is no end to this. It is all day.
All day.
Every day.
Every day.
Hoe day.
What happens
Hoe day
when
long.
you grow up and everybody's calling you a hoe?
So did you have an issue with that growing up?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I worked with the producers, I made or I helped come up with the title House of Ho. It's because every first day of school in my life, I had a lot of anxiety because when that teacher said Washington Ho, everybody was like, "What? Who the hell's name is that?"
Dang,
And
bro.
so, in my life, I always said, one day I'm going to make that hoe name really famous and cool and sexy, and it's going to help guys get girls, not lose girls.
Damn.
And that's why we did that.
Damn, bro.
I'm looking out for all you hoes.
That's ingenuitive.
Make sure all you hoes follow the Washington hoe, the first hoe.
Golly. Oh my God. So tell me some like exciting moments in the TV show.
I mean, there was a lot of exciting moments. I just, the whole thing was exciting. I remember the first time when they came in to film us. And I'm showering. I've never been on a reality show or been filmed. I didn't know what it was like. And, 2 18-wheeler trucks pull up and my wife looks outside. She goes, "Oh shit, this shit is real."
Damn.
And then we see people with cameras come out and crew and setting up lighting and
Yeah.
sound and doing all this to your
Had
house.
like microphones all over the place.
Yeah, that was like the beginning of the end, I mean, it's crazy, right? Once you get on a show and then you see yourself, and it's really weird. It's like even when you talk on a voicemail and you hear your voice, you think that's weird. Imagine seeing yourself on a TV screen. It's just,
So on a podcast, so it's not the same thing.
yeah, it's hard to stay the same.
But yeah,
because it's really hard.
it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
You have to be like you hit on it earlier, like the authentic, right?
Yeah.
And you have to really be that authentic self because that's what they're really looking for. They don't like it's cool that you've built wealth. It's cool that you have nice things, but what they want to see is that journey.
Right.
And they've been able to see a lot of your journey, which I think is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I'm very
That's the
proud.
American dream.
Yeah.
Like that's literally when people go out and they say, "All right, this is my dream. This is what I want to do." A lot of the times when are met with resistance, like they stop.
I think you're the American dream.
Thank you.
You
How?
know? Huh?
How so?
I mean, ever since I've known you, you're out there, you're listening, you're meeting people. You, I mean, you work hard.
Yeah.
You invest your time.
Yeah.
You're a father, a husband. You're a family man.
Yeah.
That's what the American dream is.
You already know, bro.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. I really respect the fact, like, when I'm around any of your family, if I've got to go at a certain time or what have you, and every time I'm around your family, someone asks me about my family.
Oh,
Always.
yeah.
Especially Antina.
Yeah.
Hey, how's your wife? How's the kids? How's it going? Right.
Yeah.
I find that important because I'm a family man,
Yeah.
right? And you're a family man as well.
Right.
Um, roofing.
So
you told me you
yeah,
did some of that?
My family, because we own shopping centers and real estate, it was 2008 Hurricane Ike, one
Okay.
of the biggest like hurricane disaster damage, all the way down to from Galveston to River Oaks and Beaumont and all that good stuff in Louisiana. And so we own hotels across, the Gulf Coast here, and we own real estate. And so when that hurricane happened, this restoration contractor came over to our property, and I signed him up, and I was like, dude, like, you're going to charge me that much for a roof?
Yeah.
He was like, well, I was like, well, I can negotiate that shit. I need some money, because if you don't remember, guys, we had a huge recession in 2008.
Yeah.
Right. And that came crashing down in March of 2008.
Yeah.
And then Hurricane Ike was August of 2008.
Right.
So it's like we lost a shit ton of money. I had to figure out a way to make some money, right? To make some bills. And so when the hurricane came, it was like an act of God. I was like, thank you, God.
Yeah.
Because, it was raining. All of our real estate, I mean, we needed money to rehab them.
Yeah.
And so roofer came in, showed me the game, and I was like, hey, I could refer you some business in the Asian community. And so we did a lot of deals in the Asian community. I helped my community, because they don't understand, insurance policies.
No.
That was the largest hurricane that ever hit in over 35 years of Vietnamese living here. And my sister's an attorney, and so since she's an attorney, she had a lot of real estate clients that we helped. And
what's the percentage of people Vietnamese in Houston?
I think there's like 100,000.
Wow.
I think
that's a lot.
Maybe
of people.
50, 60,000. I'm not sure, but it's the second largest population of Vietnamese besides Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Houston's a melting pot, and if you could leverage, family relationships and cultural relationships, then you can really go further, right?
Right.
And so you use that, jumped into roofing, made a little bit of money.
But it's not. I mean, it just wasn't as fun for me,
I feel that.
It's a lot of.
It's hot.
It's hot.
But you got to deal even at the sales side.
People.
Yeah, you got to deal with a lot of stuff. It's not.
Then you got to deal with stuff after.
Yeah.
If policies aren't paid right, or somebody's not paid right, or there's a side contract, and I was just like, I don't want to deal with this shit.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So this podcast is generally roofing and restoration, solar,
right?
Which kind of fits in. When you sat down and you told me that the other day, it blew my mind. I was just like, no freaking way. But it makes sense, being that you're in investment and having real estate, because
I get exposed to a lot of things, and the main thing for me is I'm a networker, and I have a network of people, and people come to me with different products. If it's pretty good and I can hook up my friends, then that's what I do.
If you're passionate.
If I'm passionate.
Yeah, you have to be passionate about it, though. I like that. So you were telling me you don't invest in stuff that people don't believe in.
Well, I mean, it's just people need to be passionate about, if someone's coming to you and not passionate about what they want you to invest in, I just, you're going to go through a lot of hardship. You're going to go through a lot of obstacles. And so if you're not passionate, it's going to be very hard for you to be motivated to break through those obstacles and challenges. And so I'm not interested in investing in people that aren't passionate about what they're doing.
Yeah. So sober. You go to AA?
I go to AA every once in a while when my AA buddies call me, but I'm
All
not,
right.
I'm not really anonymous anymore when I go.
It's hard.
It's really hard, for me. I just don't want to hear a bunch of stories that are very, very Debbie Downer-ish.
Yeah. So I go to an AA group out in Hempstead.
Yeah.
So it's quite a drive.
Are you allowed to bring HoBuzz to it?
No, definitely not.
Would this qualify under sobriety or
Man,
not?
I don't know. Like I really don't. I don't know that little detail, but I do know that it's a very important part of my life. I go and I think sobriety for me and a lot of people, I feel like sobriety is what you make it, right? So for me, if I drank, like we would you want to hear fun, like I'll be fun, but at the end of the night, we're going to the strip club. We're getting in trouble, bro. Me and you both are married.
Right.
We're getting in big trouble by the end of the night.
Right.
Right. So like me coming into something really, what for me it was like believing in something bigger than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what really got me out of.
So one day you just decided I'm gonna quit drinking.
Nah, bro. No,
Oh,
CPS like came into my life. CPS came into my life, bro. It
Oh,
was
wow.
bad. It was bad. They were
Oh.
like, you can't live here, and you're gonna have to like go do all this shit. And I'm like, I'm not an alcoholic.
Right.
I'm like, go to AA. I'm like, I'm not an alcoholic. So I went and got fucked up that night, right? Got tanked. And then the next day I went into AA, had a huge, anxiety attack, bad, right? And so when I went in, it was originally for getting my paper signed 12 times because otherwise I can't move back in with my family.
Right.
So that's what moved me back to Houston. So my wife and kids were in Central Texas, and I was living here in Houston with a friend of mine.
Oh.
And I was doing everything that I had to get sober and to remain sober.
Oh.
And so
so your wife gave you another chance?
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
You're lucky.
I'd have left me a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, just saying.
So she gave you another chance.
She did. Yeah. And now we got married.
Oh.
So we've been together for, 12, 13 years. I know she's watching right now. And she's like, it's been 15 hours and 37 seconds. And
yeah.
Is your wife like that?
No.
All right.
You're lucky.
Maybe it's a white thing.
Yeah. She's grateful for every second she gets with you is what it is.
Yeah. So you got to tell me, this is a big thing in my head, right? So what are you driving today?
Today?
Yeah.
I took a, just a normal little SUV, Mercedes,
What's the favorite car you own?
I really like the EQS, the electric car.
Really?
It's really nice to not have to.
Those are nice.
Pump gas, and it's really smooth and easy.
You got like a battery at the house?
Battery charger, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you drive like far distances with that thing or no?
No.
Yeah.
It's more like around town doing a bunch of HoBuzz deliveries and
all right.
All right. Trying to save on some gas expenses.
I like that.
Life's getting expensive out there.
I feel that.
Yeah.
So EQS is the favorite.
Yeah, man. Once you have kids, it's different,
Yeah.
I'm not driving around in race cars and high fancy cars with my kids. The SUVs are nice right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a Traverse. That's nice.
Traverse?
Yeah. It's like the 2017 Chevy, like safety rated video. No, man, it's gas for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's definitely a gas guzzler, but safety is important.
So you do this podcast, you do 1 hour talks?
Yeah.
How do you talk for 1 hour?
I got a lot of prompt questions from ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, we got somebody like trying to find their way into
the set.
The set.
Hey, help somebody.
It's like an octopus
Yeah.
That's great. That was great. But yeah, man, an hour. I feel like it's intimate. It's like we shared a cigar the other day.
Yeah.
And
do we have to go for an hour?
No, we don't.
Okay, we can go now, right?
Yeah.
I got to pick up some at 2:00.
Yeah, we good, bro.
Oh.
We good, bro.
We got
Yeah. So
content.
yeah, it's definitely enough content.
Are you
Is
sure?
it enough content for you?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, so last question.
Yes, sir.
All right, last question.
What up?
So what do you like to do the most when you go out?
When I go out, honestly, I don't like to go out. I like to go in.
All right. We could play that in a million different ways. Again, we are sponsored by Roofing Supply Incorporated here in the Houston marketplace, where you can get your shingles from me. Telephone number is 210-919-8987. You can find some HoBuzz by getting in contact with Washington Ho, or you can contact me and I'll put you in the right direction. We are also sponsored by, and this podcast would not be possible without West Group Public Adjusters. Thank you so much for donating all the time and all the expensive equipment. This was absolutely amazing.
How much percent does West End Public Adjusters?
West Group.
Yeah, 10% or what?
10%. Man, yeah, 10%.
Yeah,
they're 10%.
10.
Yep, 10%. And actually, if you have large loss,
well, guys, I do it for 5. Just kidding.
God damn, that's a fucking real right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been the whole damn time, bro.
Thank you, guys. Thank you to all
so
of our
much.
sponsors. Appreciate it. Thank you, Marcus, for having me on today. And if y'all want me back on, let me know.
Fuck yeah, of course, bro.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Go pick up some hose.